Hey everyone, how's it going? Shibby Swag here. Now, I normally don't do these kind of videos, at least I try not to. I try to stay out of the whole, um, you know, fiascos, at least I'm posting online. But guys, for all you Helldivers fans out there, it's over. We have officially won. This just posted from PlayStation right now. Helldiver fans, we've heard your feedback on the Helldivers 2 account linking update. The May 6th update, which would have required Steam and PlayStation Network account linking for new players and for current players beginning on May 30th, will not be moving forward. We're still learning what is best for PC players, and your feedback has been invaluable. Thanks again for your continued support of Helldivers 2, and we'll keep you updated on future plans. Of course, I, had to chime in my 2 cents over here. It's like, Win, please don't try something like this in the future. Good, thank you. Now revert Stellar Blade to being uncensored. Hashtag free Stellar Blade. So, like, we spoke up, we voted with our wallets, and they came. They had to listen. Because I know right now, I don't think I have it up here. Oh yeah, here we go. The Steam charts. As of right now, well, it's late, so it's only 62,000 people. Well, there's still a lot of players. But these reviews, look at this. 42%. Look at this. 62,000 on May 3rd. May 4th, 114,000. May 5th, 154,651. Today alone, another 25,000. And depending what time your zone you're in, the day may not be barely be getting started, or it's already over. The point being is, we spoke up. They had to listen. What they did was a shit move, because I know everybody's saying it's like, oh, well, it was in the terms of service on the Steam page. I'm like, yeah, you're right, it was. And granted, however, when you're on Steam, let's see if I can pull it up here on my PC real quick. Let's see if you're on Steam, I'll show you guys right now. Like, look. If I click it, and then just randomly change, I'll have to edit that out. Edit out my birthday so you guys can't see it. But look at this. Mostly negative. You can click. Look, this is where most of us stop, right here. Nowhere on here does it say, oh, you must have a third party. Nowhere on here, right? Normally you're going to buy a game, you're just going to scroll down to where, oh, look, okay, here, add to cart. You have to scroll down further, which most people don't even do. And then here's where this comes in, right here. This is where this comes in. So you're not even going to, unless you have the thing full screened, and even then, look, you still can't see it. You still can't see it. So you're going to like, oh, Helldiver's cool. Okay, cool. Click add to cart. And then like, oh yeah, view my card, check out, blah, 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 blah. And, that's it. So it's there, yes. So mainly I would say, yeah, I would say moving forward, every time you guys are going to buy a game, always make sure you go all the way down to make sure some BS like this isn't included. Number 2, the fact that everybody keeps saying it's like, oh, well, it was just the facts page. The facts page is not their EULA. It's not their terms of service. I'm like, you know what? You're right. It's not. However, the facts page is basically a database. It's where you go to type in your keyword, or, you ask a question, and the system will draw tags and then pull that up for you from their TOS or from their EULA, depending what you ask of it. So if you ask, it's like, oh, well, can I create a PlayStation account in another country using a different country? They're going to say, you're going to ask that, and it's going to say, no, you cannot. This is against the terms of service. Same with the whole, PSN Link optional. So you go there and it says, oh, yeah, do I need that? That FAQ is pulling from the TOS or from the EULA, wherever that part is located. So the fact that it said optional, meaning players could install this because it was completely optional. Nowhere in their statement did they announce a grace period. Yes, the developer himself came out and said, it's like, okay, yes, I intentionally disabled it because it was causing server issues and it was just problems. Okay, so we get that. And yeah, he openly admitted he should have been more forthcoming with the community on when it was set to expire so people could have, made the right decision when purchasing the game. But the fact of the matter is that Sony knowingly knew this. And I know this is crap you've already heard probably a million times over by now from all the other main streamers out there, but they knowingly sold a game in regions that didn't support PSN, knowing full well in a couple of months that these people would no longer be able to play. So it was they just did a quick cash grab, bait and switch. That's it. It was fraud. It was a scam. It was a fraud. And now, after all the backlash you guys have given, myself included, I guess I actually will buy Helldivers soon now, because I was going to buy it this week. I was going to buy it because I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then after all of this, I was like, oh no, fuck that. I'm not getting this shit now. But now that I actually still might probably get it, because I've been wanting to play it for a long time, but my finances kind of haven't really been on the up and up as of recently. So I've had to really keep track of my budget really good, but that's beside the point. The overall point is we won. This is over. They had to do this because they know what they did was illegal, I guess, in some ways. I read in the EU what they did was entirely illegal. But that's the end of it. So hopefully everybody, I don't condone. We all know the developers do share some responsibility in this, and they've come out and they have been extremely remorseful. They were hurting about it just as much as we all were. So the fact that I don't think the blame should be put entirely on them. Yes, they do share some of the blame because they knew. They knew when it was going to go up, and yes, they could have said that. But of course, it all boils down to PlayStation. It's PlayStation's IP. They own the game. Arrowhead developed the game. They're just a developer, so they don't own the game. Sony just said, "Hey, we want you to make this game," and they're like, "Okay." It's like, you make the game, you're in charge of the patches. That's it, nothing more. So everything that Sony has done up until this point has been 100% their decision, and unfortunately Arrowhead has had no say in this. But I'm glad that it looks like this is over, that we have won, and that this will now teach not only PlayStation, but I hope the developers out there that are looking to make games, be careful who you shake hands with. Because this could have gone in so many wrong directions, but the players have spoken up, we've spoken out, and the developers listened, and now Sony has listened as well. So I'll give them points. Like, good job, Sony. You actually listened to the fans for once. You're making the right decision. As I said, do not try something like this in the future. Just don't. If you want to have games on your PC, make your own launcher. Right? People want to play, they can download the PSN launcher for PC if they want to use it. Because that's what all the area is like. Okay, Ubisoft, yeah, you have to download their specific launcher to play their specific games. Same with Epic Games, same with Xbox. That's not what people are upset about. That's not really the point. Most people, I already canceled mine, and I'm gonna probably sell it off later, but that's not the point. It's just that these things cannot continue to happen any further. So I hope this is duly noted by everybody out there, but I hope things continue to go in the right direction, and that a lesson has been learned valiantly from this. So with that being said, everybody, take care, have a good night, and I'll see you all later.